Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Technique Tuesday 11. Just going to finish setting up for you. So, should be fine. Move that a little bit that away. Let's have a look, see how we're getting on. Hi, Samantha. Look. Hello, Pat.
Morning, Samantha.
There we go. That all looks pretty good. Hello, Vanessa. Good morning, Leslie. Morning, Julie.
Morning, my Julie.
Hello, Fran. Right. Get this all sat down. Hi, Belinda. Hello, Kathy. It's very dull here this morning. Hi, Donna. And our neighbours are still having their loft conversion done. So if you hear any loud noises, that's it.
Me.
Hi, Christine. Hi, Katie. Hello, Joe. Hi, Andrea. Oh, Whitby Abbey. Wow, somewhere I've always wanted to go.
Oh, you lucky girl. I love Whitby.
Morning, Hillary. Oh, that's one of my go-to places. Cool, it's lovely to have you all here with me this morning. So, as you know, we're going to be using the die cut foilables with the fab foils from Wow. I've tried to keep it fairly simple. Once I've gone through and done this, I'm just going to show how to use it with an iron and how the differences with it. But I would honestly recommend getting a laminator. I paid less than £15 for one on Amazon. If you make sure it's a hot foiling laminator. Morning, Gail. It is so much easier. You know that you're going to get a nice even amount of heat and pressure across your project, whereas the iron is a little bit hit and miss with temperature and the pressure you put on and whatnot. So, but I will show you as well with that one. Oh, you're in Cornwall. Oh, Donna. Hi, Andreen. Oh, it's my favourite place in the entire world. Hello, Maxine. I am desperate to be down there again. Okay, so if I run through what we're using. So we've got the fab foil. I'm going to be using teal, but there are so many beautiful colours to choose from. So that's the foil we're using. And then we are using the Sweet Florals pack, which I've taken my sentiment from. So that's from that one.
Your regular laminators work.
Considering I've never used a laminator before I bought this one for the foiling, I wouldn't actually like to say. As long as it's got heat, I would imagine. Okay, from the Garden Blooms, I've taken my floral elements. So we've got that beautiful picture there, and one to sit on top of it as well to add some dimension. And I've taken all my birthday wishes words from the Assorted Sentiments 3 pack, and these foil beautifully, absolutely beautifully. Which bit are you in, Donna? I used to live in Hale. Oops.
Just ignore that.
Had a catastrophe. Okay, to make some frames to put up on the card as well. Hi Jill. Hi Yvonne. I am using this die from the Layers, Frames and Banners rectangle die set, and this is the one that measures, it's approximately 8 by 12.5 centimeters, but I like the skinny frames with these. It adds something to it. So it's the die. I have pre-cut everything, so we're not using the time up doing die cutting. I shall also be adding some glossies at the end, of course, because they are the perfect finishing touch. So I've got them in Tutti Frutti and Cotton Candy, which go nicely with the colours that I'm going to use today. I'm going for pink and teal. So Distress Oxide wise, to do the actual colouring, I've got Picked Raspberry, Kitsch Flamingo and Spun Sugar. So 3 variations of pink in different tones. Let's put these back there. And I'll also be using a 20 by 20 card blank. I've got some super smooth card, the Miri card, and the usual things, scissors, trimmers, blending brushes and different things, but we'll run through that as we go. So first things first, we'll do our colouring, and it has a little bit of a chance to dry off. St Austell. Okay, so the sentiments we're leaving plain, so we'll move those to one side. And this isn't any technical kind of colouring at all today. And I'm going to start with the darkest of the colours first. Got a teeny tiny brush. Pick up all that lovely ink. I'm going to make the centres darker and work out to lighter.
Australia's in the house.
Australia, wow, Bev. Aren't foilables great? Okay, so bring this in. I'm just going to come in the centre here. Get that darkest blending in first. Get some more colour. This ink pad has dried up quite a bit, so
has it?
Let's have to work the brush into it. Hello, Susan. Come in again to the centre here. You can, of course, colour these however you like, whichever way you like. For some reason, I always do the colouring first. The only time that makes a real difference is if you're using the alcohol markers, which you'd have to colour first. Because obviously the very nature of an alcohol marker, it will cover anything. So if you foil and then go in, it's going to cover all the foil up. Again, we'll have some of the darker in this bit. We can just add some little splotches just in here, maybe where the heart is. Pick up some more ink. Come in again. It's just going to create a little bit of variation. One up the top here. Let's go over those a bit more. That's it. And we'll do the same with this one. keeping the lines.
What brush are you using, Olga?
The brush is from Studio Light, Katie, which I got from Hazel. And then when I realised how nice they were, I got another set, and then I thought, now I need somewhere to keep them all, so I bought the holders as well, which are brilliant.
Well, it's 7 o'clock in Australia.
Ah,
Well, you're only 3 hours behind us.
that's in the evening.
Ah, yeah, duh.
Right, going to move on to the next colour, the Kitsch Flamingo. Get a slightly bigger brush. Pick some more lovely ink up. They're great, aren't they, Jo? They do the job. Okay, so we're just going to blend around where we've been with the dark one, blending that in. Again with this one. Going around the flower. I shall bring this back up to the camera so you can have a better look when we're done. Come into this one. The card that the Foilables are printed onto is really nice for ink blending. Get really good results with it. They're brilliant, aren't they, Jeanette? If you're after doing something nice and quick, something nice and simple, they're good to go. And you don't even have to foil them if you don't want to. Oh, Donna, you've got to give it a go. Must admit, I'd never done any kind of foiling before having these, so it was great to be introduced to something new. Now I'm just going to go over where the rest of the leaves and the florals are here with this colour. And I'll do the same with this one. You can do any technique with them. Because they're good to go. Obviously they're the same as some of the, the stamp designs that have been out before. If you happen to have got those stamps in your stash, you can coordinate them with those, which is brilliant. Plus, you don't have to wait for ink drying time with these. I'm just going to do the flower heads on there. So that's the medium tone. And I'll go on to my bigger brush. Get the lightest colour here, the Spun Sugar. Yes, it is. It really is it's like magic. Lots of lovely ink up. Okay, go straight over, go around these edges. If you want to pick other details out, you can. The little dots that are on the design here, you could add some detail to as well if you wanted to. Just going to bring in a little bit of kitchen towel so I don't get your fingerprints over where we've already gone in with the ink. Blend this away. This one at the moment is Spun Sugar. The other ones were Kitsch Flamingo and Pick Raspberry. I will put the materials list and sort of brief instructions in the group after we've finished. Okay, so that's that one blended. Yeah, pink is Brian's favourite colour. Do whatever you like. Actually, this would look amazing in rainbows. Slightly obsessed with rainbows. I have to stop myself from doing it. Okay, that'll be fine. Let's put those brushes away in the pot. Move that to one side. Have a little clean up. Of course, I should be using a kitchen towel, then I'd have a nice mop up to play with.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. You could sprinkle some drops of water on these as well, which I did with the original, but I'm not going to do that today in case it doesn't dry. What I am going to do, the brilliant Yvonne.
She needs to win. Don't we all?
I'm going to use an iron after we finish this card, just to show you how it works with that. I'm going over with a tissue just to take the residue ink off of the toner ink that's been used to print these, just like you would if you're doing the same technique with clear embossing. It acts as a resist. As you can see, you get some off there. It'll wipe straight off. Okay, so let's bring this up. You can have a look. There we go.
Beautiful.
Then that will really come to life once we get the foiling on there. And this little one. That's it. So we'll leave these to one side so they've got a chance to dry off a little bit. So let's bring our other bits in. Like I said, I've got a 20 by 20 card blank, so we're creating some impact. I might just switch my machine on while we do that, and it's got a chance to heat up nicely. Just make some nice little whirl in the background. I've pre-cut my bits, and because I didn't have any teal coloured mirror card, I just had the, not sure what this one is called, it's like a multicolour rainbow effect on this one. I've gone round the edge with alcohol marker in a similar colour, and that way you can coordinate your foil, or your mirror card rather, to match your foil. So all you do, you go round, go over the top, give it a chance to dry off nicely, and you're good to go with whatever colour of shiny that you like. That's that one. So we're going to glue this onto the front first. I'm going to do this at a bit of a wonky angle. So if anyone gets freaked out by wonky angles, I do apologise.
No, I know what wonky angle. The easier.
Okay, so let's come in. You can position it roughly in the centre. You can tell you've got similar distances there and there and there and there. I'm going to put that one down first. I've got my trusty piece of copy paper to go over the top. Ah, I don't know if I saw that. I'll have to ask her, Donna. If it's still available, it'd be good if we could have a link for that. Okay. So we've got that one on. I'll just give you the measurement for this one. It's 12.5 by 17.5. And get the next layer, which is plain white. I kept it to plain white because then it gives us a nice emphasis for our foiled elements, if you like. It makes the foiling and the cutting, the colouring and the other bits and bobs, the die cut rectangles and things, the focus. And just get this laid on. And now you can see, you would never know that that wasn't a bought piece of coloured mirror. Okay, Catherine, no problem. But I very often now just by ordinary mirroring, and then I colour it myself. Otherwise I'd have so many packs of card. I wouldn't know where I was. Okay, so the layer on top is 12 by 17. Then I've got another piece of the mirror. I always do things like that as well. Okay, so we're going to glue this bit on now. I was watching something the other day and I thought I'd got something on the screen, but it wasn't. It must have been something on their mat. Okay, so this one is 9 by 13.5. We're going to add this on at another angle. So we've got that roughly in the middle. Pop this down. Go over again just to make sure we're all nice and adhered. And then got one more piece of super smooth, which is 8.5 by 13 centimetres. I'm going to lay this one directly on top of that mirror. We've now got the basis for the rest of our decorative elements. Okay, so that's those done. I also went ahead, I die cut 3 of the frames from the rectangles and coloured those with the alcohol marker as well, so they're ready to go on top when we've done the foiling. So we can pop those to one side now, that can dry off nicely. Okay, so let's do the fun bit. Put the lid on my glue. Okay, so let's bring this in this way. You can see that all. Got a piece of copy paper, just fold it over in half. And we've got the foil. Let's take this out. We'll do the big piece first. I found you need quite a nice sharp pair of scissors to cut the foil. So I keep my scissors that I use for bits of ribbon and stuff to cut the foil as well. So let's see how much we can get on here. So just pop that down in there. Put anything in the bottom. There's a little bit come off the foil there. We'll see how we get on. See if we can fit some of these sentiments in. That one in. And we can get some of these down the sides as well. Okay, that will do for that one, I think. Okay. Fold that over. Let's bring this into shot. Keep that nice and flat. I can tell that the laminator's ready. There's a little red light on the top here, and you can feel that it sits up to high heat now. Ah. No, some of them don't, annoyingly, do they? It definitely has to be with hot foiling. I know some only work with like the letterpress techniques and things as well. But I mean, the WOW ones are brilliant. And they're very cost effective as well for the amount you get. They don't cost a huge amount really. But go with what your budget will allow. You don't need all the colours under the sun. So that's just passed through nice and gently. Let's see how we've got on. There will be a little bit missing on this one because it has got a scratch on the foil, but we can put that through again, no problem. I love these words. They are gorgeous. So we've got our little one. You can see that shiny. They're just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And these are phenomenal. I'm addicted to these. I like the stamp version anyway, but these are just amazing. Hi Elizabeth. Put these to one side. So just going to find on here. See if I can find. I know I could see some pink through it, but that looks okay. Unless anyone else can spot where it's missed.
So forward, and backwards.
Picking this up.
Let's see.
So that's fine. Don't need to worry about that one. That's all good. Okay, so we'll move on to the next bit, and like Julie does, hang on to the foils because you can do lots of really cool techniques with these. Just move that to one side. Let's lay our last bits out. seeing what we can get to fit in. Let's cut some more foil. As I say, the sharper the scissors, the better for these.
We're surrounded by seagulls, aren't we, my girl?
Seagulls, yeah.
Yeah. Andrew just said she can hear them.
The seagulls, yeah. Like, yeah. Now you know why I wanted the seagull.
Yeah.
Andrea. Are the seagulls where you are though?
Yeah, would be.
It is a lovely feeling, isn't it, Julie? It is. It's another one of those things that's just like magic. So we're just going to let these run through slowly. You know that that's doing its job properly. It's exactly the right pressure, the right heat. They'll be perfect. To pop through. Just let it do its thing. Don't push it or pull it.
Never pull it. Gets jammed.
And you can see when it comes through that you've got the lovely things there. And these are just gorgeous.
Look at that, perfect.
Okay. Yep, that's all good.
Think about it, Andrea.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they would, yeah.
Yes, they would, wouldn't they? There we go. Lots of beautiful shininess. There we go. See, it's these letters. They're just gorgeous in this.
Aren't they?
Absolutely gorgeous. I'm addicted. We need more, Julie. We need more. We need lots and lots and lots of words.
That Julie Hickey sure knows what to do, doesn't she?
Okay, so let's switch this off now. Put that to one side. Now, a little trick I've got with these. Sometimes you get, well, what I can only describe as an overspill of foil around the edges of things. Let's see if we can find one. I don't know if you'll see this or not.
No,
Bring this
you've done them too perfect, my girl.
right up. There's a little bit hanging over the edge of the toner
Where the eye
inked
is.
pieces there. You can take those away with your nail if you've got them. But I've got an old small stencil brush that's definitely seen better days. Just always over the top. And that takes it away from where it shouldn't be. And it's perfect.
Susan's going to a cafe and Doncaster.
Are you? Oh, cool. That's perfect. So I'm just going to go over all of these just lightly. Just takes away anything that's, the only way I can describe it is bled. Get another thicker paintbrush if you've got one to go back over the top, take the bits off. It just neatens everything up nicely.
Oh, Julie Hickey's teasing again.
Uh-oh. What's she like? Really worth taking the time and doing this. Just neatens everything up nicely. That's good, especially with thin fonts like this one. Use it nice and crisp.
Thank you, my Julie. I think I got everybody hooked on Chris now.
Just go over gently down there. And here. here where you've got these fine lines, you'll notice the difference straight away.
You just tidy up, aren't you?
Does make a difference.
Yeah.
Not something you would necessarily see, but because I started doing it,
Yeah.
I have to do it all the time now.
Yes, you do. Come on now.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's done. Get rid of all little bits. Okay, so we'll bring the card back in. It's good, isn't it, Julie? I don't really know what made me think of doing it in the first place. It's just one of those things that happens.
Joe Scalise, I'll tag you in. I'll tag you in the post later.
Okay.
Linda Newman, I'll tag you in as well if you like. I don't know how to shout on it.
Pretty cool idea. Okay, so we're just going to get our glue on the back of one of the frames that I've die cut and coloured. Some splotches of glue. Use whatever technique you prefer to get glue on the skinny frames. Sometimes I'll put it on the back of my hand and dip in. Sometimes I've used a sponge. Because you can cut the nozzles on this glue, then you can regulate how much is coming out really. And I'm going to place it on top of here, which will make sense in a moment. Have a little bit of the wiggles showing as well on there. Again, bring in our trusty copy paper. Put that down. That will also absorb any of the glue seepage underneath. You've got everyone thinking about crisp packets now.
Samantha's just asked me. Do you want to answer Samantha for me?
Crisp packets. It's basically melting them with an iron.
Empty, of course.
There we go. Okay, and I'm now, because we've got that frame stuck on there, I'm going to cut around this. I really got addicted to using the skinny frames in all the different shapes when I was making the samples with the foilables. They just go. I don't know what it is about it. It just seems to work so nicely together.
It just focus. It doesn't make you focus more.
Yeah. They literally do frame, obviously. Stupid thing to say, really.
Have you just seen a question what Andrea's asking? Don't ask Pippa such questions, Andrea.
I have difficulty making my mind up as it is. Okay, so now we've got this lovely topper. So we're going to, if I line the card up on my mat as well, that will help because we want to get this bit straight onto here.
If someone was to buy foils, what would it go for?
Depending on what you're doing,
yeah,
definitely a silver and a gold.
Yeah.
With Christmas coming up, you might want to think about the reds and greens. Just go for your favourite colours and play, definitely. The glue on the back.
Because the silver and gold will go with anything, don't
yes. There's a wide range of colours. Some of them I haven't used yet, which I'm
It's all Marion's
thinking
fault.
about. It's Marion's fault, yeah. So we'll get this down straight on the card as possible. Lift that up slightly. So now this is well and truly our focal point in the centre here. The glitter gold is amazing. I love that. I wish there were more glitter versions of colours. That is absolutely gorgeous. Okay. That's that one. We're going to add the other frames on top of that.
Oh, it's Julie's favourite one.
It's so gorgeous.
Ooh, can you get white?
Yes, you can get. I was thinking of getting some white,
Oh.
because that would be just like a real resist technique,
It
wouldn't
would
it?
be, wouldn't it? Oh, the frame's job.
Some of that, so I'll get it all up the arm. And we're just going to place this down. At any angle you like. You don't have to put any more of these on if you don't want to.
Don't tell her I'll send me a friend request. Then I can tag her into the Christmas.
Yeah, did you hear that, Joe? I expect Brian will send you a friend request, and
I
then
can't send her one,
or
she'll have to send me.
if you send Brian, it's Brian Newbiggin, send him a friend request, and then he can tag you in the. Not unless you want to try and put a link on your page, or like she'd still have to be your friend, wouldn't she?
Just disappearing off the page for a minute.
Okay, and the last one, because things always work better in odd numbers. So we'll have 3. 3 little dots of glue all the way around. I've got one of the glue applicators with the needle, that's even better. In there. Lay that down gently. Try not to get stuck to myself.
I can't find it.
Glue it where it needs it. And we're going to attach the other little sprig of flowers coming into the side here. I'm going to use a little bit of corrugated cardboard to lift this up. As you all know, this is my go-to 3D applicator. Small one, that all the way down there. It's nice and light as well, using the cardboard. A little bit there, hold that down. Don't need much. There, that'll be good. Stick this on. line it up with that bottom frame there. There we go. Give that a minute to take. That's it. Thank you very much, everyone. It's nice to try a few different bits and bobs with this. I'm just going to stick the sentiment straight on. Have this. We decide where we're going to pop it. Pop it in there. We can lay these out first so we know where we're going to put them. There. I see some. Put them there. That frames nicely. Get a bit of cardboard on here as well. Chop this up. No, that would be fine to separate them. I think when I had the because I'd used up the larger version, I did actually cut around. I cut around this, literally the inside piece. So you can mix and match it with the other stamps as well. Like the card I shared yesterday had I've got on the stamp as well, the stamp version of it. On there.
Pocket technique, I'll put the link. Okay.
Yeah. There we go. A little bit there. Glued on. It's just nice to have a little bit of dimension here.
That looks beautiful.
Keeps your eye busy. The words are lovely, aren't they? They're definitely my favourites, which is such a shame because there's all the gorgeous florals and bits and bobs. Yeah, like yesterday's you.
Birthday.
I used the stamp to make a background with it first, which kind of made sense. Yep, it's fine. Let's cut another piece. Nearly there. This one. Move this over to one side slightly. you very much.
You're welcome.
What's it like? We've been having crisp packets washed, dried,
You all laugh at me washing the crisp buckets.
laid out.
Laid out, yeah, proper.
And the little one will just pop straight on, I think. That's it. Various different angles and places. That one's directly underneath, that one's towards that way, that one's towards that way, and we've got happy birthday there. So we've got a really, really super shiny card now. That's it. So we'll just pop on some glossies as well because they finish it beautifully. Yeah, we're going to plug the iron in now. I can show you that way as well. Oh, okay. So, these have got some nice different colours of the pinks in, which I always like to do some different variations on a colour. Let's have a look. Start with this beautiful dark one. Have some just around where our sentiments are, I think. We've got another lovely colour here as well. Ooh, let's get it off my nail. Aren't these glossies brilliant? One there-ish. There. Slightly different colours in this pack. For a really light pinky one as well. A little one down there. And a medium one there. I tend to like to do them in twos at the moment. And I like to stick some of the really little ones just dotted about. Another one just up here. I'll take it off the sheet. That's it. Oh, it's stuck to me, not the card. There we go. Make sure they're stuck to down. They're brilliant for finishing. If you haven't got any of the glossies yet, go get them. There we go. So there's our finished card for this one. All nicely coordinated. Beautiful and shiny. There we go. And whoever's lucky enough to receive the card you're sending them would be hard pressed to know that you'd actually made it, I think, because of the foiling element. It's not something you get every day, is it? And I think that would be really impressive, and it's such an easy, lovely thing to do. So let's move on to the iron. Thank you very much, everybody.
That's beautiful.
So got move some of the bits out the way.
My girl knows what she's doing.
Let's pick something to foil. Bring these back. Let's have a look. So I'm going to use, actually, if I could swap it for the glass mat.
So,
We don't want to go and melt anything.
I don't want to go smashing it.
That's it.
Stay on there.
Oh no, that's all right. I don't want to kill your desk.
You sure?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry, but this is probably going to glare a little bit. Move that away a bit.
No, it's not too bad, my girl.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, right. So I would still use the folded up piece of paper. And some pretties. Make sure this iron is yeah, it's getting warm. It's a bit more of a guessing game when you try and do it with the iron. I'm not going to do any colouring or anything to these. We're literally just going to see what happens. And then I can always use them again for something. And we'll have a banner. Get some foil. I've got spearmint this time for something different. One and a bit will be fine with this. Lay that down, colour side up, because it's going to transfer directly onto there. So we've got it in that little parcel. I've also got some grease proof. I'm going to sandwich it into there as well, because sometimes it can burn the paper. We'll see, I've got it on a medium heat, so let's see how we get on. Just get it over. Moving it gently, we'll see if it works. I started off using an iron with these, but the laminator is so much easier. It is, yeah. Okay, let's see. You can see it's not gotten everything. I mean, I can put, as I've got the laminator, I can put this through again. I mean, it does the trick, yeah, but it is a lot more hassle, shall we say,
Yeah.
and not as reliable as the laminator. So probably for cheaper than a new iron, because you would definitely not want to be using the iron that you use for your clothes. You're better off getting one of the laminators from yeah, who said it the other day, the Big River place.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't always pick it. It's a little bit, it's hit and miss with where it's picked up. It's kind of splodgy, and it loses a little bit of the shine as well. So if you can, go for it. I know Marianne's used travel irons in the past.
And then cheapest chips.
And she's used straighteners. I'm not quite sure how. You could, but it does protect it. The heat in the iron, even if you've got it on low, is so intense. It's quite uncomfortable to work with as well, because if you're doing a lot, especially this time of year, you've got the iron on. You've got quite a lot of heat coming off of it as well. But like I said, it's you can get them in the supermarkets as well. It's just easier all round. It's safer having a laminator. I would, yeah, definitely invest in one. There's some that are as cheap as £10, and I know things are difficult, but for the sake of your safety and messing up projects and things, I would definitely go for one. But you can do it. It's just, you know, trial and error. See how you get on with it. You might find the perfect setting and way. So
Getting the right temperature.
yeah. So there we go.
They're beautiful.
That's what we created today. I shall pop on in a minute and put the materials and instructions and all the different bits and bobs, the measurements and things as well for you to look at. I think the next Technique Tuesday we might take this one step further and use the foil with some stamps to see how that works. I know I said ages ago about using Brusho, so I might try and incorporate that as well. If you're going to be stamping and hot foiling, you will definitely need a laminator, because it's completely, the bonding powder is completely different to just using the toner ink. So I think we'll go for that next time, see how we get on. So thank you everybody today. There we go, £11.99. Coming today, you're going to have so much fun, Samantha, you really are. And thank you, Julie. Thank you everybody. You all take care. Have loads of fun with your foilables. I shall see you in a fortnight, if not before. Yeah, have fun. Share everything you make. We really want to see it all. So thank you. Bye bye.